How's it going, everyone? Eric Leamy here. You all watching another video episode of the pilot season that is bridging from EML-77 TV to the new third season coming up in the beginning of 2021. It of WEML-TV channel 77. This is the bridge up, and this is the fifth episode. How's everyone doing out there? I hope you guys are had a wonderful week. I hope you guys had a good week. I know it's tough to have a good week when you know we were in the middle of a pandemic, and I can understand why you would, But I hope you guys are making the most of your week and the best of your week. And now as the weekend is here, we're gonna go right into it. SmackDown 205 live from last night. This is the final SmackDown before Survivor Series. Street Profits kicked it off with a promo. And Big E talking to them, saying that the New Day, he's always rooting for his boys, the New Day, no matter what brand they're on. New Day arrives, cuts a promo about Survivor Series, paying tribute to The Undertaker. Sami Zayn comes out, complains about everything that he always does, and talking about Bobby Lashley. King Corbin arrives, starts running his mouth, and then Ziggler and Roode arrives. They start running their mouths. Then they end up taking a New Day. The Street Profits came to their aid. That led to an 8-man tag team match made by Adam Pearce. It seems Adam Pearce is the man in charge. The New Day and the Street Profits took on Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and Baron Corbin. And thanks to Sami Zayn's selfish attitude, the New Day and the Street Profits won the match because he didn't want to take part in the match in the first place. Sami Zayn's not been acting like a team player. And then, because Sami Zayn got pinned in the matchup, he starts going to the back, complaining, and Caleb Braxton and Daniel Bryan were getting ready for an interview. Sami Zayn comes out, runs his mouth, as usual, complains to Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan thought it was funny. He put on his little mask, make sure social distancing is important. And then all of a sudden, Sami Zayn's like, you think it's funny? This is not over. So I was like, oh boy, here we go. Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, Intercontinental Championship match down the road. We'll find out. Then Caleb Braxton interviewed Daniel Bryan about his match against Jey Uso that night. And Jey Uso's the one that needed to look out. And then Adam Pearce was talking to somebody about choosing the fifth member for the SmackDown men's team. I was a little bit afraid it was Lars Sullivan, but it was not the case. Choosing Otis to be part of the SmackDown men's team. So the SmackDown men's Survivor Series team, it will be Otis, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, and Seth Rollins. It's going to be very interesting. But then Adam Pearce chose Bayley to be the fourth team member, and then the last chance for the fifth team member, Natalya went one-on-one with Tamina. Natalya was upset about that with Pearce. Seth Rollins cut a promo on Murphy in his fight against Murphy tonight. And then, last chance Survivor Series qualifying match, Natalya versus Tamina. Bayley was doing color commentary, and along with Bianca Belair. And Natalya did finally pick up the victory. So, the Riot Squad came out to celebrate the Survivor Series team. It'll be Bayley, Bianca Belair, the Riot Squad, that's Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, and Natalya. Quite the team. They'll go up against the Women's Tag Team Champions from Monday Night Raw. Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, and Peyton Royce, Lacey Evans, and Lana. So I think Team SmackDown does have the advantage over Raw, in my opinion. Then they had the Drew McIntyre Roman Reigns contract signing, and Roman Reigns is just belittling Drew McIntyre. McIntyre just sat there, and I think that was the first contract signing that a fight did not even break out. So it's something to something to my teeth, man. Never mind that. It's a pilot episode. Don't worry. It's a pilot season. Don't worry about a thing. Yeah, so I'm like, that's the first time it ever happened. And I'm like, wow, And then Seth Rollins and Murphy, a highly heated contest. Both men are like evens as far as size and strength. It could have gone either way, but Murphy did pick up the victory in the matchup. And with the support of Mysterios, I think Murphy's finally found his calling, so we'll see what happens there. And then Sasha Banks and Asuka went in the ring face-to-face. Michael Cole interviewing the two of them about their match at Survivor Series. Asuka did a little road dog. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. And did the John Cena, you can't see me? I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Mind games against Sasha Banks. I love it. And then as Sasha Banks was talking, Kamala jumps her again. I'm telling you, Carmella. Sasha Banks better watch her back. Let me tell you something. Asuka, I'm pretty sure Asuka will be ready to go in this endeavor, and let me tell you, it's going to be totally awesome. There'll be an awesome matchup, to say the least. So, and then Jey Uso got interviewed by Caleb Braxton about Daniel Bryan's match against Daniel Bryan, which was the main event. Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso on SmackDown. It was a highly fought contest, and in the end, Daniel Bryan ended up winning the match. I'm telling you, it's something that and it looks like Jey Uso may be feeling the wrath of his cousin. And he's going to face his cousin about that, so it'll be very interesting to see what is going to happen at Survivor Series tomorrow night. It's going to be fun, let me tell you. And as you know, The Undertaker, I want to do an episode just, one of my thoughts on The Undertaker and how big of an impact he made in the WWE. That's going to be huge. If we can do an episode possibly after Survivor Series about that and tell you my thoughts on him and all that, and what favorite era of the Undertaker that I like and why, and just just a whole episode dedicated to the dead man. So we'll see what happens there, and all right. 205 Live last night. There was a couple. Usually have a couple of matches. Kurt Stallion earlier on Twitter cut a promo on Santos Escobar, saying that he's a future cruiserweight title shot. It's anytime, anywhere. Could be NXT UK. You got Jordan Devlin over there as a cruiserweight champ as well. So this could be very interesting to say the least. Will the cruiserweight champion over in NXT that Jordan Devlin holds could be the NXT UK cruiserweight title? That'll be something to be on. Or are they going to unify the belts once everything is over? Possibly, and that could be the case if the WWE can get Devlin over to the States and trying to unify those titles. The Bollywood Boys took on Everrise in a very hotly it was a great contest to say the least, and in the match went back and forth. Could have been either way. A dream match in the Indies because Everrise used to be known as 3.0, especially in Chikara, while the Bollywood Boys were still the Bollywood Boys. In fact, they were part of the Rinka King event over there in India, and they made their home in Canada. They always wear the pink and black, honoring the Hart family, the Hart Foundation, especially Bret Hart, their favorite. But in the end, the Bollywood Boys, thanks to the camera they use, picked up a victory over Everrise. I don't think you'll see the last of that rivalry, Everrise and the Bollywood Boys, and Sunil and Samir Singh, and Chase Parker and Matt Martell of Everrise. I think the rivalry will continue between those two teams, that's for sure. Arya Daivari came out and was very upset with the Bollywood Boys. Says he paid him a lot of money to be his insurance policies, but he didn't pick up the victory at the Fatal 5-Way last week. So that will be that's something to keep an eye on. Ashante the Adonis, the fast-rising rookie in the Cruiserweight division, went up against the former Cruiserweight champion Tony Nese. This matchup went back and forth, and then Tony Nese tried to get Arya Daivari involved, and he wanted Arya Daivari to use the chains as his brass knucks to knock out Adonis, but Adonis was very smart and outsmarted both of these gentlemen, and ended up picking the victory. Didn't use when the necklace came on Daivari's gold came flying into the ring there. I'm surprised Adonis did not pick it up. I think Adonis knew in the back of. Sorry about that. Wait a while. All right. So I knew that Adonis. I think Adonis knew that would not be the case. He decided, I'm going to use this. Yeah, he decided, no. He said, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to win clean. And that's exactly what he did. So Ashante the Adonis did pick up the victory. A huge victory over the Cruiserweight champion, Tony Nese. And, I'm going to have one more thing to address before I end this video, end this episode right now. You know how much I hate politics, right? And Stephanie McMahon posted something that's honoring the Undertaker. It says after 30 years, a lot of memories and all that. Not only she's honoring the Undertaker as a man, she's honoring him as a friend, a colleague, a legend, a wrestling legend in his business. And some dummy, and I'm gonna go on Twitter for just a second here, if you guys don't mind. Wait, let's go like this. All right. Um, some dummy. I I tweeted him. I tweeted because he decided to. Hmm, mm, and it's something that. So, anyways, Nick Zero 1980. Uh, uh, his real name is Nicholas Siropaides. Nicholas Siropaides. I don't know if I pronounced the name. Obviously, I don't care. So basically, I because he uh, because he here's what he did. Stephanie posted a picture honoring the Undertaker, and it's with 30 years, and it was a feel good moment. It was. He says it's been an absolute honor and a privilege to getting to share time and memories with Undertaker in and out of the ring over the last 30 years. Congratulations on an incredible career. Hashtag I'm 30. Undertaker 30. Um, Hashtag FBF probably Friday Back Friday. So, and the the tweeter who blocked me posted something saying, "Oh, so two Trump supporters," and then he ended up, memeing a person, like one of those Jack in the Box middle fingers. And then I was upset to the point where I was getting aggravated because every time, they want to honor somebody, superstars, and they want to post feel good moments, and all of a sudden and then some dummy comes along and uses politics to ruin it. I said, do you have to bring politics into this? She is honoring a wrestling legend, a colleague, and a friend, and you have the unmitigated gall to mention Trump and then throw a middle finger gif as well. Forget the politics and show some respect. Jeez. And a person who is not a big Trump fan said, I agree. I'm no Trump fan, far from it, but this is unnecessary. And another person said, Steve at LFC 666. Ignore him. He's just a. I'm not going to say the word. It begins with a T, it ends with a T, and he has a W and A in the middle. You figure that out. Peter Parker, Spider-Man at Spider-Man 1289 says because he's laughing about it because no politician before or during Trump. He was the only person ever, and he was the only one that has any power. He's like laughing, and I said, "Yeah, that's why I hate politics. It ruins people's mindsets." Nick and I told him to block me, and I never said anything offensive to him. I was man was showing respect to a legend, friend, colleague, and Undertaker, and that clown mentions Trump. And so, how does he respond? I'm going to go back and let's see if I can. You know, I posted this. Let's go back. So, anyways, what I said was, and then he responded, unmitigated gall. Ooh, you sound like an insufferable douche. Oh, really? Yes, I do have to bring politics into it because these people have effed up our country beyond all repair. Now go powder your, female part of the body, which I don't have. I'm a guy, dummy. What a humanoid. So I decided to block. He blocked me before I even had a chance to read that tweet. But anyway, I reported the tweet and I saw the tweet, so I decided to report that. And so he is off. So he's out of. He's probably upset that I reported him. He probably knew who reported him. You know what I mean? Um, I was, I just wish people would leave politics out of the fun events, man. You go on social media, and I understand you have a right to speak your mind, and I respect that, But the fact of the matter is that to bring politics into something that is very like a feel-good moment or a special tender moment, and between good people, and for you and for the person to ruin it by mentioning Donald Trump or Joe Biden or any of these things, I'd say we ban politics from all social media and have a social media website just for political posts only. That way, it's like call it the Great Debate or something like that. That way, you can friend each other. Almost, it's ridiculous, and it ruins people's mindsets and makes people bitter and angry and all that. So there's also a special wrestling moment between Stephanie McMahon and the Undertaker, who had some, interesting moments, with the whole unholy wedding thing that happened in '99, and just, and Stephanie, probably known the Undertaker since she was a little girl. 1990 he made his debut, and so for people to use politics to post something like that, and just to ruin it, and it's like, I did not say anything offensive to the guy. I said, would you have to bring politics into this? I'm like, come on, just forget the politics and show respect. No, these people effed up our country. So you don't blame. So you think they're blaming them for effing up our country? Our country was effed up a long time ago, dudes. Don't give me that. Don't. It's ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous, and she's just paying tribute to a friend, a colleague, and a legend, and you have to go and be disrespectful about it. Now is not the time. It's very unnecessary. And this is why I tweeted too afterwards, because I think it's, and when and it's, and I said, and I decided to screenshot his tweet and said, this is what happens when you allow politics to affect your mindset. This idiot acts like Stephanie McMahon and The Undertaker are responsible for our country being ruined. Stephanie was just paying respects to a wrestling legend, friend and colleague. I said, shut up, dude, And I said I reported, he probably didn't see it because he blocked me, and I blocked him back anyways. I figured I don't want to see his stupid tweet. I say this, I tweeted this 10 hours ago. When you see a feel-good moment in any of the social media feeds, don't ruin it with politics by adding Trump or Biden's name to it as well. That is being disrespectful to that special moment. Politics should be banned in social media feeds, and a website should be made for politics only. A social media website where you can voice your political opinions without ruining feel-good moments and causing drama on sites like Facebook or Twitter. One person agreed. One person agreed because this person liked my tweet, but possibly to. So she's a Page of Stickers, P Loves Design, Red Button, and the young age of 17. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. That's all. That's all they learn, and you have to be. Sometimes you have to be. You're the older person, and you have to set an example, and that's what you need to do is set the example of how we should act when it comes to politics. I was, like I said, I'm very upset with the politicians, and I didn't blame one person, and I said I hate politics, I was a little upset, and Frank Shamrock said something about social media. Hold up, and um, and let's see what now. Let's see. Frank Shamrock said something about the internet is good. People talk, you can talk trash on the internet, and without getting punched. So you can say everything you can without getting punched in the mouth. Without worry about getting punched in the mouth, which is really really true. It's like you can say anything you want on the internet, and because you don't have to worry about getting punched in the mouth. I mean, that's why I think the block button is very, very important, man. That's what's my opinion, and that's why I block people, man. That's why I block people. So that's my thoughts on what you do with political tweets when you want to say something political. And this Nick Zero 1980 guy is unbelievable. I mean, I'm like, I didn't say anything offensive to him, and he blocks me. What you have a problem with you have a problem with me not wanting politics on a special tender moment? It's ridiculous. totally ridiculous. I just think it's ridiculous. That's all. It's not necessary, and it's not appropriate. I mean, the WWE is celebrating the man's career tomorrow night, 30 years, and you have to go and tweet about Donald Trump like they have anything to do with that. I mean, come on, you know, it's ridiculous, and it's being ridiculous. It's just the whole thing's ridiculous as far as going out and tweeting. And then I try to hey, why don't you just skip the politics, just forget the politics, show some respect. And I was a little upset and didn't say anything offensive to him. He's the one that said something offensive to me, so I reported the tweet, and he didn't. And I'm like this the whole time. I'm going, does he have to do that? Do people have to do this? It's like I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine, and all of a sudden, oh, that person supports that person. I'm like, you kidding me? I'm not talking about politics. I don't care who you voted for. All right, I'm old school when it comes to politics. I don't tell anybody who I vote for. I go out and vote and do my job. If you voted for Biden, that's cool. If you voted for Trump, that's cool too. It's like somebody's got to get in the White House and run this country. You know what I'm saying? It's like let's pick the lesser of two evils, but whatever. Just bottom line is, when you have a feel good moment, when you post it on Facebook or Twitter or even Instagram, please, folks out there, don't ruin it by pulling down a political tweet as a response, because that just sours the whole thing, and that's disrespectful, man. That's my opinion. All right, that's how I feel about it. That's why I hate politics so much, because people can ruin it just like that, and with a political tweet, and then war starts. And it's really sad. I know it's the internet and all, but it's got to stop. It's got to stop. That's why I'm laying down the groundwork right now. There'll be no political posts from my social media feeds at all in the new year. No political videos about politics on here as well when the new WEML TV Channel 77 show kicks off in the new year. So, well, I got to go. Next episode, I will talk about the Survivor Series picks and predictions. Okay? I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in episode number 6 of The Bridge Up. Peace. Have a wonderful day, guys, and keep smiling and keep shining.